people get involved in your campaign and they say, you know what, I love this woman, I love what she's doing, she's fighting for us.
And I expect all of you guys to get involved with conservative media and be heard today, tax day, April 15th, and again, November, when we take this country back from the people that are trying to control you and make this into a socialist state. We're not standing for it. Thank you very much.
These people are speaking it out here. They're letting you know what's going on.
This freaking guy, I mean, who does that, dude? And see, it's not one thing with him.
Yeah, it's tons.
It's when you add it all up.
Well, this is my point. How can you be a conservative and continually do choices?
Yeah.
Conservative choice, the self-serving choice.
You saw-
and over again, which choice does he make?
That's what I'm saying. You saw. Did you see the video? I think I put it on your for him shoving out the Tea Party people with the camera time. What a prick. You know, I mean, the Tea Party is supposed to be for people, for individuals, this and that, whatever.
He essentially did the same thing at the South San Joaquin thing.
Oh, are you serious?
He didn't shove him out of the way, but I mean, he made a big stink about Frank. You have to let me in on this. And Frank was like, no, I planned for 6. I've got 6.
Oh, right,
and the guy
right.
dropped out the day before. He said, okay, you can have this spot, but he was a dick about that whole thing. And it was like, you know what? Ronald Reagan was not fun.
Exactly. And then the CRA thing, you know, Hyde just put that up there.
The CRA is just pissing me off all around this state.
See?
All around the state. We got a local candidate here for 825 that claimed to have gotten the CRA endorsement here. Mm-hmm. Turns out that he won by 1 vote. The guy that voted for him isn't even a Republican. Mm-hmm. So they've had to withdraw that. It's just been a mess.
It's unbelievable, dude.
It's been a mess.
Melissa's in Stockton. Melissa, good afternoon.
Hi, how are you?
I am quite well. How are you today?
I'm good. I have 3 things to say about David Harmer.
3 things.
Yes,
and only 3 things. What
Yes,
order are you going to?
Only 3.
Are these
Okay,
in
the first
descending or
question-
ascending order?
Okay, the first question is, where
Wait a minute.
are
That's
all his...
wait. Back up. You have a question or a thing to say?
Both.
Bring it.
All right.
Okay.
Where are we starting with questions
Okay.
or things?
My first thing is, where is he getting all his money from? Is it from his previous campaigning, or is it from out of the district?
I have a real issue with any candidate that has money left over from a previous. Any candidate that has money left over from a previous campaign didn't try 110%.
Well, now you know the rumors
Exactly,
are that
exactly.
he had about 40 to 60,000 that he brought it over to this campaign, and he was telling everyone in that campaign, as I remember at CD10 against Garamendi, that hey, we're close. It's the margin of error is 2 points. I don't know if I have these numbers exactly right, but again, if it's so close, special election, everyone's watching this. You spend every dime that you have. So if he took any money from that campaign and wrote it into this one, I say he's a phony.
All right. What's number 2?
Actually, that was like 2 and 1. My main question is the CRE endorsement. It seems kind of weird, you know. They had no active group in Contra Costa, and then all of a sudden they show up to vote. Not to mention Sarah Blanchard didn't remove herself from the vote. She orchestrated it. So what is that about?
Well, I wasn't there, so I can't.
We have an article on that, I
I'm not a
believe,
member
up
of
on
this
conservative media now, and John Hyde has been investigating that. And it's a detailed, complicated thing. I would say to people, go to the website, Conservative New Media or RT American. And all I can say is I skimmed it, and it looks like a lot of shenanigans. I need to find out more about it, but it looks like a lot of shenanigans. And, I mean, I've heard people talk about how there was a lot of pressure to get, David Harmer immediately into that Manteca Republicans form when he just jumped in, and the thing was already stacked up, and Frank Aguila and stuff. I mean, what is going on with this guy?
I have one last thing to say.
Okay.
Okay, he has
See what
a
I do to
huge
the women?
problem with bailouts. That's like what he's running what he was running his campaign on, and then he receives all this money, and then he also takes unemployment. Like, I know you guys have discussed that, but I don't think people really understand the extent of how hypocritic that is. It's really weird.
How hypocritic that is?
It's hypocrisy.
Hypocritical.
Okay.
That's definitely
that I'm with you.
absolutely.
Sorry.
That I'm with you on. All right, Melissa. Well, I appreciate the comments.
Thanks, Melissa.
Thanks for weighing in on that. It's afternoon.
I know. Why is this guy taking unemployment when he makes that much money?
Because he can.
Yeah, well, exactly. But that's self-interest. That's not being a
But he
conservative.
has, John, he has a right
to do it.
Yeah, yeah, I have a right to do a lot of things, but if I love this country, if I care about this country, you don't do that. I mean, I've never taken unemployment. My family doesn't do stuff like that. I'm not putting down anybody that needs it at all. That's why it's there. What I'm saying is, in fact, I think David Harmer, in an indirect way, may be hurting people that really do need it, because guess what? We're running out of unemployment in this state. We're running out of unemployment in this country. And here's a guy that clearly doesn't need it, that some would say maybe have been helped make the problem, especially with the subprime loans. And he says, you know what? It's about me. I'm taking it. I don't care. And screw you, the voter, and screw you, the voters of CD11. I don't even live here, but you need to elect me. Forget it.
It is a high energy day.
Oh, yeah.
Dive on in. 551-3043, 866-770-5556. Half past. Here's Kiowa Sports. You know what? I may just rerun this show Monday.
Oh, this shit's getting good, brother. I'm telling you. That's why I'm prepared.
He is the choice candidate of the Republican Party Central Group, and they have your email address, and that's how he got it.
Yeah, a lot of people, and that's the thing, like something I'm concerned about, the Republican Party officially needs to be neutral and stay out of this race. You know what I mean? Until we have a winner in the primary. And I don't even want to get into the deep weeds there, but let's just say there's a lot of stuff going on with that I know about, and you know what? It may be examined. But you know what? There's so much wrong with David Harmer already that we don't even need to get there. And I want to add to this panoply, because we're short on time, but I mean, the problem with David Harmer taking unemployment insurance is, after everything we've already talked about, and we already stacked that up, is it's all about him. He didn't need the money. He worked for a bank that was at the heart of this subprime loan mess, everything like that, and then he got bought out by a bank that was a Wall Street bank that got TARP money. So that's one thing. But we also have a video up on our site, Conservative New Media. People got to go there. They got to go to the YouTube. You type in Conservative New Media. You can see all these videos on Harmer. And I have a video of Harmer at this big Pleasant and Tea Party event. Now, the Tea Party is supposed to be about, average people. Right, the folks. The normal folks. Not about these crazy politicians that it's all about them and that, whatever.
I'm on record saying I hate politicians at tea parties.
Right. So he's there, and Fox News is there. We have a video of him basically squeezing through, shoving aside, whatever you want to say, but basically, moving through a couple rows of people who have been standing there for a long time just to get a shot right in front of the Fox News camera. It was all about him. It's the most disgusting thing I've ever seen a politician do recently. And then as soon as the camera...
It'll get worse.
Yeah, well, as soon as the camera stops, boom, he's gone. Yeah. I mean, that's David Harmer. It's all about him. That's the problem.
The movie Tin Cup. Did you ever see the movie Tin Cup?
Yes.
He reminds me of the guy that played the professional golfer.
Yeah,
really does. Same thing.
Exactly.
Matt, I'm sorry, I got a lot of people stacked up here. I appreciate the call. Thanks for waiting. Bob's out in Manteca. Bob, good afternoon.
Hey, Dave, what's going on? Hey, JDV.
What's up? What's up?
Hey, I want not just a Happy Gilmore piece of it. I want the Bob Barker whole thing on your position on Carly Fiorina. Okay, because you cannot be down with Brad Goehring like I'm down with Brad Goehring in CD11, and then turn around and flip it and take somebody like Carly Fiorina. Brad has a dog in the fight. They're after his property. They're torturing him with legislation. They've got the black vans rolling out on his property. Okay, Carly Fiorina is on the exact opposite side of that spectrum, and that's not the case with Chuck DeVore. Chuck DeVore has cred all day long.
Look, I love Chuck DeVore. Chuck was a client of mine, and Chuck's great. And we've talked about Senate rents. We'll talk about it more. There's just so much on Harmer, man.
Let me promise you this.
Tell me.
I will promise you this. We'll have you back soon.
Fine.
And we'll take it one race at a time.
Do it.
And we'll do that.
Let's just do it. Perfect.
We have people. Bob, I'm with you, because I'm not completely sold on Carly myself.
Fair enough.
And he can't beat me up. So
right.
We'll see where it goes. Well, I promise you we'll do that. And
we'll work to get some more of the candidates on too.
I appreciate that. All right, so back to that. All right, we got a guy that's a bank first vice president for a credit card bank that takes TARP bailout money.
Right.
Has Mr. Harmer said anything publicly about what his position would be on another bailout stimulus type package? Where's he at on spending government money?
That's a great question, because I've seen him speak a bunch of times, and I see him quote Plato and Jefferson and Reagan and talk about this. It's hard to get a straight answer out of this guy about what he will do about anything. It seems like it's everybody else and why they back him instead of about what's David Harmer.